Well, this is what I love about the holidays is that we are always thinking about how we can stretch our hands out and help other people. And there is a wonderful lady who lives in our community, and I want to call her up right now. Her name is Cindy Stiggers, and she has, come on up, Cindy, welcome. Yes. Happy holidays to you. Have a seat. Thank you for being here. Now, I want to tell you, Cindy is the designer of the Unity painting, and the Unity painting
examples of that
is a fabulous piece of work that we've actually featured on Great Day SA. And Cindy, just for people at home, kind of give us an idea of who's here in the painting.
Yes. Okay. We wanted to capture history. We have Presidents Abraham Lincoln, Dr. King, President John F. Kennedy, and his brother Robert. And then in the lower picture, part of the picture, we have President Obama with a wave of celebration and victory.
So all of these people together.
Yes.
So the reason we mention this is because in the spirit of the holiday season, Cindy is wanting to sell some of these paintings, but to have the proceeds go to benefit and to the sale of people that are less fortunate.
Yes. Local charities.
Local charities.
Okay.
So tell us how this breaks down. This is going to go to the San Antonio Food Bank, proceeds from the sale of this painting.
Yes, it will, Bridget.
And so tell us what you need.
Well, we'd like for someone to call and make an acquisition of the Unity painting, and the great portion of the proceeds will go to the San Antonio Food Bank. We are donating 1,000 pounds of ground beef, and they say that is much needed, that they have a great need for proteins, and they get very few donations for that. So they was glad to hear that. We're going to donate 200 throws to the children's shelter.
That is fantastic.
And thank you.
Way to make Christmas brighter for children. Yes.
100 gift cards from Walmart for the families, the foster parents of the children, for the children's shelter. We will also be donating $1,000 cash to the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
Wow. Fantastic organization.
Yes. And 100 cameras for the family so they can save their money.
You have a big job to do.
And Cindy, I'm just going to ask you, what inspired you to want to do this? Because I know when this came about, it was during a time, you know, when we were in, you know, a season of great patriotism and about to elect or on the brink of electing a new president. But now you have found a way to give back in the holiday by use of this painting.
Yes, exactly, Bridget. This painting was inspired. We wanted to capture history, and we wanted to bring together a combination of all of the events in American culture for the past 200 years. And we went back to President Abraham Lincoln, of course, going all the way back to the proclamation when he signed the proclamation. And then we brought it all the way up to President Obama, and we thought about those leaders who tied the American culture together in liberties and equality and justice for all Americans. And so we kind of brought them all together.
Yes. And one of the common threads I noticed about each and every one of these individuals is that they always extended their hand to people. Yes. To people in programs, social services, and that kind of thing. Especially, you know, President Kennedy, my goodness, the list goes on. So how did you pick and choose the charities you wanted to support through the painting?
Well, that came through prayer. I was thinking who we could benefit the most, and I wanted to help the children. Of course, I'm a retired school teacher of 20 years with the San Antonio Independent School District, so I have children.
So you have a special heart for children.
I have a heart for children. I work with the children for many, many years in a public setting, and I wanted to benefit others, of course. And I didn't know what would be best to give, so I did contact the food bank and Noelle Butler. I've been in contact with her, and they told me yes, they would be accepting of the donation, and they were so excited. They got me excited, and they were wondering, like, well, how did you come up with that? You know, how did you think to give that particular food item? I said, you know, I really didn't know. I prayed, and I said, and that was what was in my spirit. I felt to give the 1,000 pounds of ground beef, and they said it was so very much needed.
It sure is. And you know, this seems like it would be a pretty cool Christmas gift. People are still needing some light in it.
That's a good idea.
Yes,
Put a nice frame with it.
Excellent, excellent.
And so you're supporting local charities, and you have a piece of history also in your own. And I of this too, one of the things that I'm always reminded of around the holidays is the children's shelter. I had the opportunity to go to the children's shelter. I guess it was several years ago when I was a reporter, and it is unbelievable to think that, you know, children, many of them are without basic things. Many of them have come out of homes where parents have left and they don't know where they are, and they're really in the custody of the state. And so Christmas for them is a big deal because they feel disconnected already from family. So to have a blanket or a toy or something is monumental.
And what is this you're holding in your hand?
And in my hand, Kelly, this is actually a CD of the painting. Since the time you all aired it on your television station, Great Day SA, and all of the local television stations, Fox 12, News 4 all aired the painting. We created a talking Unity painting. So the painting actually is able to talk. And this is the CD. And if you would put it in your computer and you take your mouse and you click on the leader or the president that you like to hear, then for Abraham Lincoln, you would get the Gettysburg Address.
Wow.
And you can listen to it in whole or in part. For Dr. King, you can click on Dr. King and hear the I Have a Dream speech.
Well, fantastic.
And then for
now,
JFK,
does this come with this? Or
Yes,
do you have
it
to buy
does.
separately?
No, it does not.
So this all comes with it.
As a part of your acquisition for the painting, we are going to give 100 copies of these free to
I
the
love
person.
that. I love that.
Very educational for the kids, too.
They made it educational. And of course, that ties into my background as an educator.
As a retired school teacher. And never forgetting, the important work that needs to be done. Well, listen, there's the information there on how you can purchase the Unity painting. 210-440-2435. As Kelly mentioned, a fantastic Christmas gift and a nice little piece of history.
And if I may, Bridget and Kelly, let me mention the artist of this painting, which is Mr. Alberto Saucedo of Bulverde, Texas. And Alberto is ranked as one of the top 100 artists in the U.S.
We see why.
In the U.S.
And you have a nice piece of history for him.